This is the Ottawa Senators Outlook. Here is your host, Jack Henry.
Hello everybody, this is Jack with the Ottawa Senators Outlook. This is my catch-up episode for the Hurricanes and the Blues games. Unfortunately, Senators didn't care to show up. It was 4-1 Hurricanes and 4-2 St. Louis. So after the first period in the Carolina game, it was tied 1-1. After the second period, Hurricanes scored 3. That's it. The goals for Carolina were scored by Marty Necas, Seth Jarvis, and 2 goals were scored by Sebastian Aho. And the lone goal for the Senators was scored by Josh Norris. Yesterday, we lost to the St. Louis Blues 4-2. The second goal was just in garbage time to try to make the loss look a little bit more prettier than it actually was. But regardless of that, the Blues goals were scored by Brandon Saad, Pavel Buchnevich, and 2 goals were scored by Robert Thomas. And for the Senators, Dominic Kubalik and Matthew Joseph had the goals. So, again, Korpisalo played both of those games. We went against Kochetkov and Jordan Bennington, and just an utterly pathetic performance. It wasn't Florida-Columbus bad, but it was real close to it. It's embarrassing. I don't even know what to say. You're 2 games below 500. You're on a road trip where most of the games, if not all of them, are pretty tough, I would say. And, again, it's just a clown show right now. I have no words for how the Sens have been playing as of late. And the team is just not serious. The whole roster is just not serious right now. And you need serious players to get through situations. There's a reason why we're not getting through situations when times are tough, because this roster is not serious. And again, the coach DJ Smith isn't doing anything to figure out these situations. They're just blaming it on the bounces like usual, and I don't even know what to say. They say, oh, they are playing really good. We gotta put in a good effort, and at the postgame when we lose by a certain amount of goals, as you see maybe in the St. Louis and Carolina games, the coach basically says we weren't ready. Like, what is that? So, again, just you need serious players to get through situations. Outside of Claude Giroux and Tarasenko, the 2 most experienced players on this roster, there's no real serious players. And I could play for free. I could play National Hockey League, right, Ottawa Senators. I could play for free, and I would put more heart and effort into my play than most of that roster. They don't care because they've already got paid, so, I mean, why should they care? But think about that for a second. I'm nowhere near a National Hockey League player. I'm never going to be one, as all of you probably know. But how is it that these players are not putting any effort? It's got to do with the coach, and not to mention the St. Louis game. This was the first game since Craig Berube, their coach, got fired because they weren't doing that good. And honestly, it wasn't even his fault. Doug Armstrong, listen, he's a good GM, but he doesn't have a good roster, to be quite honest with you. Overpaid a few guys that are not playing good right now, and unfortunately Craig Berube was a scapegoat for it. And look for that. First coach, the interim head coach, I believe it was their AHL coach in Springfield, I can't remember, but it was his first game, and look what happened. They won. So I would take a note if you're the Senators, and it's not going to get any better because in less than an hour we're playing the Dallas Stars, and that's going to be a rough one. But I'll have more on that in the preview video. But for now, this is Check the Ottawa Senators Outlook, and go Sens go.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Ottawa Senators Outlook. For more of this podcast, click on the videos on the left, and subscribe by clicking on the icon on the right. Thank you.